tarot today, we're starting out with the Hermit. This is about inner work, or perhaps about being alone, but it's usually about inner work. It's feeling like inner work to me. Five of Wands is about reaching higher, perhaps asking for more. Just with that expression there, follow the signs. You might have had signs about going for more. Then we've got the Hierophant and the Tower. So something could seem like it's falling apart, but it's actually a spiritual lesson. Oh, isn't it always? Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is today's tarot for all signs for Wednesday the 5th of June 2024. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. In there I give one question readings amongst other things. You can book one of those one question readings on my website at any time. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay if you're booked in, and then you can watch it in your own time. Or you can come live, you can book while I'm live, and I'll do it right away for you. So what's in the energies for everybody today? We've got follow the signs. Oh, pay attention and follow those signs. So you're getting signs that are showing you the way to go. The universe is always trying to point us toward what it is that we are focused on, what's in our hearts especially. Too, because the universe knows better than us what we want. We don't have to say it in words and think about it all the time. It knows what's really important to us. We've got expression, so it could be time to speak up about something. It could be time to ask for something. I also offer private readings from my website BeHealing.com that I get out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. You find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Book yourself in. You can add on a reduced price energy healing to that if you like. Generosity. Okay, you could be being generous, someone else being generous. You could be the recipient of generosity today. Just make sure you're in balance. So if you're the kind of person that is generous, all the time, perhaps it's someone else's turn to be generous. And in order to receive, you actually need to stop giving. You've got to give space you've got to make space to be able to receive, right? Let's get the tarot out and see what else is in the energies today. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month. The first draw is for those of you that are subscribers to my channel that click like on this video and then leave a comment. Do that as many times as you like on all my videos throughout the month, including the shorts. And that'll get you many entries in. The second draw is for those of you that like and check out my pick a card reads. If you purchase the deeper dives to those extended readings, that'll get you entered into the second prize draw. So the tarot today, we're starting out with the Hermit. This is about inner work, or perhaps about being alone, but it's usually about inner work. It's feeling like inner work to me. Five of Wands is about reaching higher, perhaps asking for more. Just with that expression there, follow the signs. You might have had signs about going for more. Then we've got the Hierophant and the Tower. So something could seem like it's falling apart, but it's actually a spiritual lesson. Oh, isn't it always? I'm talking to my guides now. Isn't it always when something falls apart? Isn't it always? Anyway, 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. This is what I was saying about generosity. Holding our energy back. We need to make space. And the 10 of Pentacles is about building something for our long term. I've just got this feeling like it's time for you to receive. And in order to receive, you need to make space for that receiving. It can feel like putting yourself first or putting what you're building first, something for you, like something solid for you. So less of the giving energy out. Now, of course, my channel and my advice isn't for everybody. I know the kind of people that I'm attracting here, and you're really good people with amazing open hearts, and you tend to give way more than you will let in, often as a result of the hard things that you've been through, the trauma perhaps that you've been through. And so this advice is probably not, it's most probably definitely not the advice for the people around you, you know. It's for just you guys that are watching me, because advice should lead us toward balance. And of course, we've got people in many different energies, right? And to get into balance on anything, like generosity, to get into balance with generosity, well, it depends, doesn't it? What's the advice to get into balance? Well, it depends whether you're being over generous or whether you're being real stingy. And so the same advice for those different out of balance sides. One will make it worse for somebody, and one will make it better. So this is why this guidance has always got to be nuanced, right? The Hermit. Tell us why the Hermit's here. Some inner work. The Ten of Inspiration, to put the burdens down. So if you're finding it really difficult to make space for people to give to you, for other people to be generous to you, ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. You know, I've been single now for 4 years. And you know, when you're single and you've got, you do your stuff around the house and you've got your routines and all of that kind of thing, and you're doing everything, right? And then someone new comes in a relationship and they're like, what can I do? And you remain in your patterns going, I've got everything. Don't worry about it. I've got everything. It's like, no, you can't do that. You see, you've got to make space. You've got to put some burdens down. What can you let go of? What can you hand over to someone else? If you're not having the experience where there's someone around you that will take some of those burdens from you, perhaps it's just about thinking about it. The Hermit is about doing inner work, thinking about what you would like someone else to come in and do for you. It could be as the energy might be about that, you know, thinking about that now. And it would be really nice if someone were to come in and do this for me and this for me and this for me and take over this job and this job and this job, you know. Think about that, because getting into that mindset might open you up to people that are much better for you, to give to you, to be the recipient of generosity. There's integration behind that as well. So it appears that there's work to do. There's a change in energy, or a change in the way of looking at something, about putting burdens down and allowing other people to give to you. 5 of Wands, reaching higher, expecting more. Happiness, true happiness, right? So sometimes, especially when we've healed ourselves, I know this from personal experience, when we've healed ourselves, if we find some peace from previous turmoil, we find some peace, we're like, I'm the happiest I've ever been. And then if someone says to you, but are you really happy? Like, are you laughing uncontrollably? Are you receiving a lot of things? Are you just like beaming with joy because you've got all of these things? It's like, no, actually, I've just got myself out of a load of crap and I don't have that crap anymore. And so I'm happy. And it's like, well, that's not this. You can reach higher. You can reach higher for even more happiness. Now, what brings you even more happiness tends to be sharing things with others. And it appears like this reading is helping us to get there. We've got teaching, abundance, and forgiveness. Ah, interesting. So this is something about letting more abundance in, allowing yourself to be happier. And perhaps it's just time that we address that. Are we really happy? Sure, happier than before because we've got rid of a load of crap out of our lives. We've had boundaries and we've shut people out and the things that we don't like, and we're doing well with that, and we are happier than we've ever been as a result. However, we need to reach higher for even more happiness and let even more in. The Tower of the Hierophant. When things fall apart, it's actually a blessing and a spiritual lesson. Muse of inspiration, because you need to go for what it is that you want and claim it. You're at a crossroads right now, says the 2 of inspiration. So something is falling apart for us at the moment. It's a spiritual lesson, and it's got something to do with reaching for higher, getting what it is that we want, actually claiming it, saying perhaps expressing it. I want this. Can you do this for me? That kind of thing. Or yeah, I want, can you help me to get this? I want to fulfill this goal or achieve this. What's behind that is unlimited possibilities. So you can do anything and be anything, but we're not an island. We can't do it by ourselves. And I think that's what happens is when we have been abused or when we've gone through a lot and we've had to heal ourselves, we find a peace and it's just safer to do everything ourselves. And then there comes a point where it's like, well, we've got to face up to that there's way more to life than that. That's a base, yes. That's a base to going for more, but then go for more doesn't mean letting in the crap from previous times, you know. It means letting in the good stuff and going for more life. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. So there is definitely a need to hold our energy back in order to make space for what it is that we want. 9 of Materials and the 5 of Materials. because the Nine of Materials is the single independent energy, and the Five of Materials is being left out from that. So it's like, so you're trying to do things by yourself, and single independent is leaving you out. You're missing out on building something more. There needs to be other people involved in it for your joy, your happiness, and for building something as well. What's behind that? What is behind that is stripping illusions, growth, and retreat. Interesting. So there's growth and retreat. So something is diminishing when it should be growing. And the stripping illusion says you've got to kind of see through your own BS, really. So this is saying that you've got some BS belief going on, saying, I keep myself small. You're not saying it like that, but thinking it like, my peace is more important than expansion, and so I hold my energy back. Not in the way that we're being asked to hold our energy back, but I stop myself from growth. It's like I'm stopping myself from growth because, and getting what I want, because I don't want the drama of the past. And this whole reading is saying, no, you open up, not to more drama, but to more of the good things in life from this base that you've found. What about our love lives? So any of you in a new relationship or anything like that, you might just be confronting this now of you not doing everything and not providing everything. Because I know a lot of you have experienced that, where you do everything in a relationship and you want reciprocity, but we're having to realize how we are preventing reciprocity from coming in by doing it all. So passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. And surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. So it's like a new pattern needs to happen within our relationships in order for it to be healthy. A healthy dynamic, a reciprocal dynamic. What else do we need to know in our love lives, please, today? I've got a new moon tomorrow as well. I've got $30 off private new moon readings at the moment on my website, behealing.com. Snap one of them up so you'll find out what the new moon energy is all about for you. Get those out within 48 hours. So if you order it today, you probably have it for the new moon. Full moon in Gemini says embrace the flow of life. So go with the flow and learn the lessons that are being apparent at the moment. Remember, we've got to follow the signs. The universe is showing you what's going on, where you're at, what it is, how you're preventing what it is that you truly want, or how you're pretending that you don't even want it. Pretending that you don't even want it. Okay, codependency. And like I said, the universe knows what's in our hearts, what our hearts truly want. We can't confuse it. We don't confuse the universe. It knows. And that's why sometimes when we ask from ego what it is that we want in our lives, like the bling or whatever, our higher self in the universe is like, she doesn't really want that. What she really wants is the love of her life, you know? But she doesn't want to admit it to herself because it's a little bit too hard to find. But effort, hope, and codependency. Yeah. So hoping for someone else to make the effort and to break free of this codependency. The codependency is about needing to be needed. So it's like, I'll do everything and I'll help them out because I need to prove worthy of their love by making them need me because I don't feel like I'm enough by myself. And so we're breaking free of that cycle and actually physically, not just in our minds, but physically, like sitting on our hands, like not jumping up to do that thing for them, letting them jump up, letting other people jump up and do those things. We've got a drought here and neediness as well. Again, that needing to be needed kind of an energy. And drought, that could be what's keeping, if you're single, that could be what's keeping people away. So in other words, the universe is like, oh, she can't meet anyone at the moment because you're still going to do this same thing. So we need to learn. So however these energies are coming up today, whether it's just internal work because of the words that I'm saying to you and because of your wish for reciprocity in relationships, or to receive something now, to build something for yourself when it comes to abundance, or whether you're actually experiencing it in relationships now and kind of noticing how you are holding things back. We've got a flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, don't do that. And notice where you are lowering your standards as an avoidance of negative things. A bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. And also, that's in yourself as well. Be strong with yourself. Have boundaries with yourself. Don't back down to yourself. We've got an axe. Forces working against you. And those are always inside of ourselves. And we've got an older man as well. It could be beliefs that you've received from an older man for some. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I can't think of an example, but I was just told to say that. So there you go. This was somebody. Well, think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer, but this is just a bit of fun because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want me to pull crystals out of my bag for a specific question that you've got, or questions, then you can book yourself in for a one-question reading on my website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Or if you've got more questions, you want a private reading, you want great detail about something, then you might want to book in for one of my private readings on my website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. How best to deal with these energies today? 10 of Wands. Put those burdens down. Like, practice not doing that thing to let someone else do it. Or as I said, think about it. If you don't have someone around you at the moment willing to do that, then just think about what could I hand over? Because it can, these energies, they can show up as when we don't want anyone else to do it because we do it better kind of thing. If I want the job done properly, then I'll do it myself. That is a BS excuse for not letting other people do stuff for us. So put those burdens down. Don't do it all. You don't need to carry everything on your shoulders like this. You can put something down or let someone else carry it too. Think of a yes or no answer question now. Your answer is yes, go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. And then leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. I do one of these today's tarot every single day of the year, including new moons and full moons. Remember, new moon tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Click that subscribe button. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. Come along sometime. I'd love to see you in there. Perhaps read for you and get to know you. And I make 2 or 3 love picker card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now. Watch that next if you want. I have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.